Turn 15. So I did the dungeon and didn't die. Quite a good result. To comfort me from my terrible defeat at the tomb. So let's have a look at it. So I'm facing assassins and Succubus and Obsidian Wyvern. So Succubus is going to throw curse every 2 turns, moving away if she's far away, if she's not in range to engage. And you have to exploit that because it will make the fight easier. Because you will actually fight 5 units and not 6. So here they do a natural split, 2 on one side and 4 on the other, and I'm lucky about this, so I try to exploit it. I am not in the best position because my unicorn, which is my baiter, which is my splitter, started on the right, and I want to do the split, I want to do the bait on the left. So that's not the best, but still it's doable. So I moved the unicorn on the left, and obviously I'm using the unicorn as a bait because she has phase. Then I stay as far as possible away from them with the rest of my units, so I don't cross that line, and which means they have at least 2 X's before their movement here, movement range. And I take a small controlled risk with my rogue, putting myself here, well, where both assassins will use assassin strike on me. So actually it was not that controlled. I checked the goblin, he didn't have high morale, so he had no chance of critical, but actually I didn't check the Tigran, he had high morale, so he could have done a critical and maybe kill my rogue. So it was a bit stupid maybe, but anyway, I survived. And so I do this because I want to open their flank and reduce their defense. No, they are not guarding. I moved my leader here to be able to strike twice with Spirit Ray and hopefully kill one of them. The bad thing is I get poisoned, so I'm going to take damage every turn. I forgot my unicorn had cure disease, which could have healed me before, but I need the unicorn there on the left, so it's not possible. But later on the fight I used the cure disease. So then at this stage, what should I do? So I want to keep the splits, but at the same time, so I could move the unicorn there, for instance, but I would take the risk that these 2 units move on the right, and so I'm keeping only this guy away because the Succubus, as I said, will use throw curse. So instead, because I was a bit short to kill these 2 units, so instead I use my unicorn to phase behind this guy and attack him. And then, as much as possible, I want to avoid exposing my flank to the assassins with assassin strike. So I don't want to move there. So instead, I use sprint and to disengage, and then be able to use some ranged attack and attack from the front with my main damage dealer, which is a human knight. And I think I don't remember. I think I was able to keep my Theocrat for healing. And here I can use the throw chicken of the halfling. I knew I could have killed the goblin assassin, but I knew it was not sure. But I could not kill it with the Civic Guard in one shot either. So either it was some chance and the farmer killing it, or 2 units needed to kill the goblin. Then yeah, I can heal because my rogue did some good damage, and then I can finish it with a knight. So then the Wyvern can attack me, but that's not so bad either because it means it will open her flank and she will not be guarding. Whereas the 3 other units can attack me, and the Succubus is going to move away to throw us from the farthest possible range. So then I need to kill the Wyvern without exposing my flank to the Tigran assassin. Sorry, high elf assassin. And I also have to deal with the halflings. So the halfling is easiest. I can use my knight to finish him and do some devastating charge on it. But I need to deal with the Wyvern. So what I did here was to use my halfling farmer because the farmer is a pikeman, so he has pole arm, and which is doing +4 physical damage versus flying units like the Wyvern. So it's a very good unit to kill Wyverns and stuff like this who are flying. But then I expose my flank, and so I can get killed by the Assassin Strike, plus combined with the Blood Pavilion. So what I do is I waste 10 casting points on a full health unit to cast Quick Dash. So it's a waste of the healing, but at the same time it allows me to move away and get a good positioning. So it's definitely worth it. So you should consider that too in your fights. Just using the movement sometimes is just as good. And then I just stay there. So you would think, but why did you use 10 casting points and 10 mana just to stay at the same place? But the big difference is I'm guarding and I'm not exposing my back to backstab, so the damage is divided by 2 or even 2.5, something like this. It's a really big difference. And staying like this is better because I want to try my luck with lesser charm on the high health assassin, and I'm confident I can deal with the Succubus with my human knight. Even if so it means even if the charm fails, I have 5 units to deal with the assassin and 1 unit to remove the movement points of the Succubus. So then I've got this issue because the Civic Guard might die, but even if he dies, it's only an irregular T1, so it's not the worst possible scenario. And then so I had 30% chance of success on the lesser charm because it's high elf, so they have +1 resistance compared to other assassins. So it was quite low, but I did succeed. Pretty happy with that. Even if now he's standing just next to the dungeon and he might get killed by rookie, but that's another story. Here I dispelled the curse to try to reduce the damage, but actually it didn't make a difference. I'm not sure why. Because curse is supposed to do -2 defense, so it should make a difference. So I just drained all the action points of the Succubus, and now I'm finishing her. I should have done it differently to get the experience on my leader of the killing blow, but in the end I got it on the farmer. So now I've got this high elf here, which is not the best location because, as you can see, I've got rookie ready to strike on me with this army. So level 7 leader, level 7 rogue with 15 defense, 9 resistance. Level 3 rogue is mature with serpent and extra. Most of his units have forestry, so they don't care about this. So it means most of his units, all of his units except the dwarf, can reach there. Then they could kill the assassin. But then it's 8 X's and here it's 9. So the cheetah could reach here, but not there. And his leader is 2 heroes, his Maturid Serpents, and his Sabersos can reach here, but then that would be 5 versus 9. So I don't think he is going to do that. and he would lose. And so I'm casting Heretic again, because several of his units, the Heretic is going to expire next turn, and several of his units, like this guy because he evolved, this guy and this guy, are not heretics. So it's really making a big difference. So that's both to tell him, I know where you are, move away, I'm the best, to try to make him worry and turn away, and also because even in itself it's going to make a big difference if we do a battle. So I guess if he plays well, he should go there and clear that, and then continue there and clear this stuff and go attack me. And so if he does that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because I'm not really at the best location here, because I would be behind him, so I don't know. If he doesn't do that, if he goes towards me, I don't know either, because my army is not really much stronger than him. He has 10 units, I've got 10, but this guy would die if he goes towards me. So I don't know. We will see. And so I sent one Cherub there to check, because that could be a scenario going underground. But it looks like the underground here is quite bad, with really nothing to clear in this area. Maybe something is here, but not the right direction. And so this Cherub is going to move back with the rest of my army. That's one more unit. Here you can see the guy who was here. I sent him to reinforce my army because it's not that big. And I used one of the martyr to check the Cartographer Tent, and I'm moving back. And so I discovered the city, the Outpost rookie settle. So I'm going to go for it with my Cherub and my Fae. With the Fae I found the Hesberries, so I used them, and then I saw there was a gold stash here, so I took it, and then once I was there I went for the Lucky Cloverfield. So now I'm going to move back. There I tried the fight, but I realized really no chance to beat them. There are too many health points and too strong. I did the fight here and I discovered something interesting. It's unlike what Triumph told us, the XP counters are not per strategic turn, but per game or something like this. Because my Martius used ranged attack on the Wraith King but got no experience. As you can see, it's at 0. And same for him, he only got the experience points from killing the Wraith King. So that guy who was here went back to the throne, and the guy who was at the throne went here, and now he moves back. And so I'm continuing to do Martyrs, and I got 75 mana, 75 gold, so that's very good for the mana from the tomb. And I got a good item also, +2 defense, +2 resistance helmet. So I'm going to equip on my rogue. And yeah, I sold an item, the boots, +3 defense and 60% blight weakness, because he has blight damage, so I don't want to get 60% blight protection. Would not be very good. I always forget what Holy Champion, what units are affected by Holy Champion. So it's undead monsters dedicated to evil. So not really top useful, but I don't know what to take at this stage. I still have probably one turn before a fight with him, so can still delay. And so what should I cast? So I could cast Mark of the Heretic again, or Cloaked in Shadow, or Cherub. I'm really quite unsure, and I don't have that much mana. So yeah, I don't know. Let me think about it. Okay, so after thinking about it, I went for a Cherub, because next turn I will have a Shrine going online, and the Cherub might help, like for instance to clear this, or I might need it to scoot. So yeah. And that's it for this turn, so thanks for watching, see you next turn.